Hi, good evening. It's 9:52 p.m. and maybe this is checks and balances for all the people that have called me a fucking whore. Um, when I don't have my daughter, I barely leave the house, and that's because of what has happened to my life on behalf of both my mother and my ex, like my abusers. I'm terrified, and outside of me being with my kid, I literally don't leave. Um, and my face is poofy, and I've been crying for about 2 hours, so I'm not gonna record myself in real time. I'm just gonna post this because this'll be a record at some point. Um, I received a call this afternoon from a guy that said he was from an organization called Finn Tracer. He said that he had an account that had been opened in my name, which is not surprising because I have been, my identity has been stolen. I think I, I don't even know this, but I think basically somebody has taken my personal information and posted it on the dark web somewhere, but I can't say that for sure. But my identity has been stolen and a whole bunch of accounts have been opened in my name. So recording this to ensure that we have some sort of, I guess, corporate record of what has occurred. And yes, this is giving me panic attacks, which is why I'm crying my eyes out. So this guy from this website, he said it was Finn Tracer. He's sent me the website, but he got in touch with me this afternoon and said that somebody had opened a crypto wallet, and then somebody tried to access it from India and got like blanked out 70 times. I didn't get any sort of 2FA notifications on my phone, but that's basically what he said. Anyways, he started to ask for a whole bunch of personal information, like my spending habits and my credit rating and all that sort of stuff, and I refused to give it to him. And then he asked for records of my bank account, which set off a whole bunch of alarm bells for me, and he wanted a bank statement, and I refused to give it to him. Anyways, this is the phone number that he called me from, and I posted a copy of the email that he sent me as well from this organization. I've never heard of it and refused to give him any information. Sorry, I'm still having panic. Anyways, posting this here, and I'll tag all the cop shops and the RCMP and Interpol because obviously everybody's around the table now. Another thing that I wanted to do tonight, in light of the fact that my mother has gone around my neighborhood and basically called me a whore, is post the last email train that I have with her. And this is the one in which basically she told me to get a divorce so that I got my inheritance, and then rescinded on my inheritance, and then told me that my father had no will, and then rescinded on that and said that he had a will because I'm going to look for a lawyer now. So I've posted that on my website here, for any legal teams that get around the table, I guess going forward, to take a look at this case and figure out what the hell is going on. And if you think these two things are not related, then you're ignorant. This is all one story, and I know at some point we're gonna figure out how all this shit is connected. But it's like, at this point, it really entertains me that people think that I'm going around and like sleeping with a whole bunch of people. I can't even leave the fucking house. Like, I have so much anxiety, I can't even leave the house. Like, I don't know how people do this to other people's lives and then think that they're normal after. Like, my ex is at some person's cottage, like living some sort of normal life after he decimated mine. And it's like that sometimes the unfairness of this stuff just like backhands you across the face. Um, I have to go out and like meet people, and like, how do I even explain this story? Like, how do I explain all this story and the components and the fact that I don't have a family anymore? Like, if you've met me, you understand that I'm an incredibly attractive person. Like, I incite a lot of stalkers, but me even going out and dating right now is extremely risky. Like, I used to have protection, like, my dad was protection, but I don't have any anymore. I open that door to the wrong person, my life gets significantly harder, and thus I'm just not even opening the door. Anyways, I really sometimes sit back and reflect how it's almost impossible to be like, do you want attractive women in the environment? Because it seems like everybody's trying to kill us off.